Recording in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to Groomer Solutions. My name is Ron, and in this first video I want to give you an introduction to Groomer Solutions and what you'll see when you first log in. So up at the top we have our navigation. We first have appointments, clients, pets, reports, and admin. And over on the left hand side, this is a quick summary basically of what the information is that we have in. So for example, we have appointments to be done and we have 2. I've actually added in some sample data so that we had something to look at as we do this demonstration. Completed, we have none at this point. I'll be actually showing you how to complete the appointment in a future video. We have clients and pets. So at this point we have 1 client and we have 1 pet. There's other information as well. We have promotions, we have punch cards, and at the bottom here we have no-shows. Now no-shows is extremely helpful, especially if, for example, you have a client that frequently books appointments but doesn't show up for them. So the system actually tracks this for you and gives you alerts based on that, and then perhaps you can talk to the client if it becomes an issue for you. So let's go ahead and let's go add our first client. So let's click on Clients, Add New Client. And let's make the last name Barr. And first name of John. Now notice we also can collect the address information, which of course is extremely helpful for our mobile groomers. And perhaps you may want to collect that yourself if you want to do a future mailing and so on. There's also 4 phone numbers that you can enter in. And for this demonstration, let's put a phone number in for John. There we go. And John doesn't have any other phone numbers, so we don't need to fill anything in there. So let's click Continue. And right away, John's information has been entered in. Let's click on View Client and Pet. Now there's other information here as well, and in future videos I'll be going through in more detail what these fields represent and how you can get the most out of the functionality of Groomer Solutions. So let's click on Add a Pet. And let's make this pet's name Pringles. Pringles is a male. Now over in the breeds list, in our grooming shop we have put in over 150 breeds. Just to help you get started. However, if you want to add more to the list, you're certainly welcome to do that within the admin preferences. You can delete breeds if there's some that just simply don't pertain to you, and if the name needs to be edited, you can certainly do that as well. So full control there. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's make Pringles a Bichon, and let's click Add Pet. So notice how quick and easy it was. I added the client, I've added the pet, and only just a few keystrokes. Now as we look down, here's Pringles here. So there's 2 ways we can book the appointment. One is that we can click on the picture and we can get more details of Pringles. And again, I'll be going through more details as to what these extra fields mean. It's information that you can certainly use to gather, or if it's not pertinent to you, you certainly don't need to use it. There's a great deal of flexibility here. So let's go ahead and book the first appointment. Now on this screen here, the system wants to book the appointment in for today. So here's today's date. Now in this demonstration, we're not going to book it in today. We're actually going to book the appointment in for tomorrow. So there's 2 ways of doing that. We can certainly click on the date, and we can select tomorrow and click search for date. Now notice that the date now shows up tomorrow. And if we look down, in the extra information that I've put in prior to this video for demonstration purposes, we have Kathy Johnson, who's booked in with her pet's name Spot. So what this means then is Kathy's booked in at 9 o'clock. So let's say we had 7 or 8 pets booked in for tomorrow, and perhaps maybe that was enough for the day, in which case perhaps you may want to book Pringles in on another day. So it gives you the opportunity to see what's happening for the particular day that you've selected. If we scroll down a little bit further, you can see there's a 4-month report. And it shows us at any given time what is happening each day. So unfortunately I only have one appointment booked in, but if I did have more, it would show up on each of these days, and it goes for 120 days. So it actually takes us down to, in this example, May 20th. So we know exactly what's going on. The other thing too is that we can book in, or we don't need to book in, but we can put in holidays for the grooming shop. So right now, for demonstration purposes, I've put in March 1st as shop closed. So let's go ahead and click on March 1st. And notice that the system will not allow us to book in the appointment only because the shop is closed. So this is great if you have, let's say, perhaps you close in the summer for whatever reason, if you're wanting to book a few days off to go away or what have you. You can do that, and the system will automatically track that for you. You can also put groomers into the system, and if groomers are wanting holidays in a specific time period, it would actually show up here too, and I will go into more detail about that in future videos about adding groomers and tracking as well. So in this exercise, let's go ahead and let's book in for tomorrow. So we can click on the date, and we can select the time over here. Now the time is also controlled within admin, and you can set the start time and so on, and if you want to have dogs booked in or pets booked in every 15 minutes, you can certainly do that, or every half an hour. It's completely controlled by you what shows up in this list. So let's go ahead and let's choose 11 o'clock. Click Add Appointment, and we're done. Now let's say that we want to book in one more appointment here for Pringles. So let's click on Add Another Appointment. And let's just scroll down, and let's say we want to book in for February 13th. We can choose that date, and again the system actually tells us this here. Choose the time, say 11 o'clock, Add Appointment, and we're done. Now when we scroll down, we can see that we have 2 appointments booked in, one for January 21st, which is tomorrow, and the second for February 13th. And they're both booked in for 11 a.m. And if we look over on the left-hand side, we can see now that we have to be done. There's 4 appointments to be done. We can see that we have 2 clients, and we also have 2 pets. So let's click on the 4-month report, because we want to see where these appointments are. So if we select 4-month, again we can see that for tomorrow we have 2, and if we scroll down a little bit further, we can see now that we have other appointments booked in as well. So let's go ahead and choose tomorrow. So tomorrow will tell us that we have Kathy Johnson and we have John Barr booked in with Spot and Pringles, and it gives us the times as well. So let's go ahead and let's add one more client. And we'll make the first name of Betty. And Betty has a cell phone number of, there we go. Click Continue. And we'll add a pet now. And let's put in, we'll put in Boots. And Boots this time happens to be a cat. So we'll just scroll down, we'll choose cat, add pet, and we'll book an appointment. And let's go ahead and let's put that in for tomorrow as well. So we'll select the 21st. And again, just to say that we can also select it from here if that's easier for you. Okay. There we go. And now looking at tomorrow, we have a 9 o'clock and we have an 11 o'clock appointment. So let's go ahead and let's choose 10 o'clock. Add appointment. And we are done. One last thing I want to show you is that if, for example, we want to go and search for a client, let's say let's go and search for Betty. So let's go look for Smith. So over here on the left-hand side, we have a search box. So we can search by last name, and we can also search by the 4 telephone numbers that we have put in. So let's do Smith, click search, and there's Betty's information there. Again, we can also search by telephone number. So by entering in the telephone number or the last name, you can come up with this information. So let's go ahead and click View Client and Pet. So let's hypothetically say that Betty has called in and she wants to know when Boots is booked in. We can go ahead and we can click on the information here. There's Boots, and we can advise her that her appointment is tomorrow at 10 a.m. So notice how quick and easy that was to gather the information. One last spot is if we want to, let's say, search for the pet's name. Let's say, hypothetically, we've forgotten what the client's name was, but let's say we want to search for Boots. Select pet's name, type in Boots, and click search. And again, there's Betty's information comes up here. Click on View Client and Pet, and there we are. We have the information in front of us. So I hope this information has been helpful to you. This was, again, just to give you an introduction to Pet Groomer Solutions, and by basically you can start booking clients and pets right away without having to make any adjustments to the admin settings, and there's not a whole lot to learn at this point. So again, in future videos I'm going to be going into more detail on the admin section for the clients, for the pets, and how to confirm the appointment and how to complete the appointments as well. So thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful. You can also go to our website at petgroomersolutions.com for any updates and information. So thanks for watching, and we'll have another video up for you shortly.